Okay, super stoked to get out on the water and fish today with Brian, and we're taking out the Outcast Striker. This is the first time I've had a chance to fish this thing, so that's what we are doing. But right now, we're trying to find a little sneaky spot to launch this thing, and this is why this thing's incredible, is that you don't need boat ramps or anything like that. You can slide it in all sorts of tricky little spots, but I'm thinking this might be a little bit too much for us to launch it here. This is not our, this ain't the launch. Okay, here's the Outcast Striker. This thing's sweet. It fits right into the bed of a truck. 9.5 feet long, and for 2 people, it only weighs 100 pounds, which is great because we're gonna have to carry it down to the river. Okay, we're all set. We got our little striker unloaded, but now the only issue is that we gotta hoof it down to the water, but we got a little sneaky launch. So let's go. Now I wish it was a 3-person raft, and I'm wishing we had some kid in his 20s here to schlepp this thing. This is how you lose your quarantine 15, right here.
Okay, I'm letting go.
Oh, that's why it was so heavy. We left the anchor in the boat.
Oh yeah, I didn't have really a lot of choice.
Brian, I think your new Yeti brown bag has a manufacturing defect. Here we go.
Yeah.
Manny's in a can. That was a long time coming.
Limited edition.
Limited.
Don't all proceeds go to the service industry in the greater Seattle area.
Pretty awesome.
Millions of dollars already donated.
George sounds legit, man. They support fish too, so
Roger.
They're great. Thanks, Roger. Literally second cast, Brian hooks up a smallie.
Look at that little guy.
Yeah, he is little. Look how fat he is though.
All right.
Oh my gosh. What's wrong with this fish? Look how fat he is. Eat that little popper. We are going the wrong direction with the size of fish here. The first fish was oh my gosh.
Look at that guy.
First fish was much bigger. We didn't realize that we caught the lunker on the first one.
Oh, you got that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes, you did. I want to get him on the wheel. Dude, that was awesome. Oh, that was so awesome. Wow.
What the heck?
What? Is it a squawfish? No.
Yeah.
Looks like a... It is. Look at that.
That's crazy.
It's a big one.
It is a big one.
Oh, look at that thing, right?
First cast, new fly. I think these fish just don't ever see any flies, so throwing a little bit of a louder fly was just fine. Sometimes those hair bugs are a little bit stealthier, but yeah, you're in the spot right there too, Brian. That's great. Oh, there. Oh, nice. 2 hits on one cast.
Yeah.
That short little strip where it just makes that little bubble.
Yeah.
It's perfect. And then the big one, the big glurp, and then you let it pause for a while, and then the little bloop bloop bloop. Okay, Brian's been
somebody came up
and
looked at it and turned on.
Brian's been blowing. Jeez. I'm trying to vlog this thing, Brian. Like, stop catching fish for a minute.
It's so awesome.
So Brian's just been blowing fish up with the popper, but I'm gonna try this little bushwhacker. And this thing's weedless, which is great because the river we're on has a lot of woody debris in it. And we're gonna see if I can maybe find one of these fish that Brian's not hooking, if that's possible. Oh, nice! Yeah, Brian, that was awesome.
Wowzer, baby. I gotta get him this way though.
Perfect. From Cuba. Yeah, it's after lunch. We've been fishing for a bit, and man, the clouds were with us for a while, and the fishing was really, really great. We had quite a few bass on the top water, and the rod Brian's been using today is the Sage Payload, and it's an 8-foot 9-inch 6-weight. And this is a great rod from Sage Kinetic Technology, a mid-price rod, $550. Most recently, we were throwing this little Dahlberg popper. We started the day with a little hair bug here, the little bumblebee, and then had changed over to a hard popper a little bit later. Had more success on the hard popper, but now with the sun out and it being a little bit later, it seems like the fish are hanging a little bit deeper. So one of the things we were trying, we were fishing the Sage X 9-foot 6-weight. This is the 691. And we have the Rio Big Nasty line on there that has an intermediate tip line. And we were fishing all sorts of different weighted flies, like little weighted crayfish patterns. We fished some different baitfish stuff. The crayfish patterns had the most takes, and we had the most luck on those. But now it's been slow for a bit. So maybe some clouds will move in. We're not too far from the takeout. We've kind of been burning water, talking a lot, hanging out, having a good time. And so yeah, that's the gear we've been using. I'm really digging this Raft. The Outcast Striker is great. Slides in the back of pickup trucks, and I still have plenty of room for gear. So I have my tackle bag here. Brian's got plenty of room up there. There is an inflated lean bar that it looks pretty awesome, but we didn't need it today because of just how mellow the water is. But that's removable, so I wish we kind of took that thing out, because then Brian could have kicked his feet up and lounged back while he was putting the smack down on fish. And so it has an anchor system. It's set up on this Scotty, and it just lowers really easily. And it's a pretty light, easy boat to move around. And I'm digging it. For 2 people, this thing's a great boat. Overnight trips might not have enough storage, but for just getting out and fishing for the day, I'm liking how you can slide it into some pretty sneaky spots, and you don't have to use official boat ramps if you don't want to. So some of the flies that we have been fishing today, we have tutorials for how to tie those, and they're in the description down below. Before you go down to scroll and check those out, make sure you click the subscribe button, give it a like, and that way you'll get notified when we have new videos that are coming out. Thanks.